Hi everybody, thanks for watching Professional Surfing. It is a beautiful morning with barrels on hand, broken boards already. There's been a ton of excitement. And the tough side of this round, we're sending people home or maybe just down to Portugal to prepare for the next stop of the season. Or is it something that you need to just naturally happen and figure out what you're dealing with? We'll get back to that style conversation because we have Carmichael trying to get through a messy little inside corner.
In my day, it was like everyone had to have your own style. You couldn't look like someone else because then you'd just be a B-grade version of that person.
As we see Ricardo Christie get the first make of the matchup. Smaller insider, but a nice, clean little barrel ride for Ricardo. After he was knocked out of that event, he just was counting the days to see his whole family. He's got a young little baby as well, so he's feeling right at home here in Europe.
Yeah, great. I mean, great ability to get himself back on tour. Not an easy thing to do.
Left-hand option for Christie. Nice clean backhand snap. Belts it again and kicks out. I'm kind of liking this approach. Quick barrel to maneuvers. As we know in France, you can't just plan on getting the barrel that Soli Bailey had in the previous heat. Things can change pretty quickly out there.
Yeah, you try and scale the line up. I think you kind of put a little bit more pressure on yourself. Ricardo Christie relieving that pressure valve, getting his feet in the wax, getting a couple of nice turns. They're not going to be big scores, but it's, you know, score on the board. It's pressure off your shoulders and making your opponents come back and answer back to you.
And this just happened.
Beautiful vision here as Connor takes off super late. And what happened there? Goes over the front of the board. He was trying to set that front part of the rail and drive down the face of the wave, but with the amount of water shoving up the face of the wave, kind of stood still.
With getting what he called the best waves of his life, but then realizing that he had just lost, he was sort of going, I can't believe I'm out of the event because I just had the heat of my life.
Coffin, he just wants to try and replicate that, but hasn't found it.
And he's so smooth, I could hear music just when he's going down the line.
Oh, yeah. Would not have felt nice. Connor up and riding.
Connor now setting up the backhand. There's the connection he was hoping for. Smooth off the bottom, clean carve off the roof to get a big two-turn combination. That'll be compared to Christie's 383. If you're just joining us, we're now in the fourth elimination round heat. Connor Coffin, clean open section with the spit. Hits it off the top, bonus turn to finish right on the beach.
I love it. Have a look here. Connor's first though. Good positioning on this one. See him slowing himself down there, comes out with the spit, and then rattles off a couple of beautiful little maneuvers there. Right up onto the sand. So he's going to back up that. This is a great view. I love that, looking straight into the eye of the beast. So Connor Coffin's starting to try and find a little bit of rhythm there. 517 on the left. Look at the shot again. Nice tube ride there from Connor. And, well, looking for just a 1.16, Joe. I think he's got that. I think he's going to move himself up into the first spot. There it is, 4.93 for Connor.
Connor taking in some deep breaths after the belly flop on the sand. He'll get a good view of the cave for Carmichael, who can survive all that energy here at Hossiger.
And then Wade Carmichael standing tall there for a split second. Talk about short and sweet. Kind of gets barreled and just comes out of the end of it there. Just exploding wave behind him. Still waiting for that score to drop in there. It's going to be interesting. The judges want to see these replays. They want to see how deep he was, how critical that wave was, and just the ability to ride out of that last section. Wade Carmichael.
More for Wade now, this time a left, just up and out. So working hard to get some scoring potential. The right just shut down so quickly.
You know, and it's sort of a testament to how many good surfers there are as well. You know, back in my day there was probably, you know, half a dozen guys that could win events. Now there's 32 guys that can win events.
Pulling into the cavern is Carmichael. A short one again, but he'll hack a big section and kick out. So a short little look at the barrel and hopping right out of there. Carmichael's way before on the right. Try to swim out a little bit further. Let's see if this one was worth it, Potts.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it was definitely worth it. He needs to better that 1.0. Currently in that hot seat, third spot. Nice little cover up. And rattled off a beautiful turn there from Wade. Looking sharp. 2.57 is what's required to get himself out of that third place. 3.77 on the wave before, which was a bigger tube, but didn't have the maneuver.
Looking down into this left, sliding down the face is Connor Coffin. And he comes out the other end. Unbelievable make from Connor Coffin. Committed with his fins out, slid straight to the bottom, and somehow pulled off a miracle of this free fall. Let's take another look.
All right, slides down sideways, kind of wiped off so much speed, and then somehow comes out at the end with the spin. Incredible stuff there from Connor. This is going to be a great angle here. Slides into it. How on earth did he come out of that? Great stuff there from Connor. And this is going to be a beautiful score. I mean, at the moment, sitting there with a low of a 4.93, that is long gone. For me, that's excellent surfing.
What a wave for Connor, feeling it after breaking his board, going over the falls a couple times, building his momentum with a 5.17 and a 4.93.
Any more than that, it spells disaster towards the end of the year. Connor, 9.1. What a wave there from him.
And he wants more. Connor will just take a look and kick out of there.
I mean, he looked in all sorts paddling out this morning. I mean, broke his board on the way back out, wiped out on his first couple of rides.
Pig dog approaching, grabbing the rail, and then the idea of actually free falling from the sky. Christie, unfortunately, is going to straighten out on this one with priority. And he's the guy that needs the scores the most.
See what happens?
With 30 seconds to go. Christie down towards the corner. Connor looks over the ledge for a moment. Wade's got to go on this thing. He'll play defense, holding Christie off. We're down to 20 seconds. Ricardo still just needs a 4.98. And it's going to be a tough result for our surfer from New Zealand, getting his first 33rd of 2019, and he'll feel the pressure into Portugal and Pipeline to re-qualify. As another big day continues, more action to come in the very next heat, bringing Shannon Hughes, Rosie Hodge, and a very special guest for the call. We'll be right back.